चलिए. So children, put the heading in your copies. Recording, that is processing of transactions, part 2. I am putting a very simple example और आप मेरे को बताएंगे अगर हम टी अकाउंट बनाते how these activities would be recorded. The first example is started business with cash rupees 2 lakh, bought furniture for cash rupees 10,000, then bought goods for cash rupees 8,000, paid salary rupees 3,000. Quickly put it in. Be quick. In all these transactions, you will be telling me how to record them if we happen to prepare T accounts. What was the fourth transaction, children? Paid salary, isn't it? Rupee 3,000. Be quick, children, be quick. Quickly put this, quickly. As soon as it is done, put it.
Yes, sir, you can.
So children, in the first transaction, started business with cash. Which two accounts do we notice? Cash and capital. Very good. In the second one, children, which two accounts do we notice? Cash and furniture. In the third one, we notice which two, children? There is nothing like goods when we prepare T accounts. It's a stock and cash. And in case of salary, it is cash and expense in the name of salary. So how many different type of accounts do we see here, children? We have cash, we have stock, we have capital, we have furniture and salary. So if I want to draw T accounts, children, how many of them we need to draw? 5. So let us draw 5 T accounts, children. Naming the first one as cash, then capital, then stock, then furniture, and then salary. So prepare 5 T accounts. Width would be the complete width of your copies page. So the first one is cash account. You can write A/C at the top because we are just preparing it for understanding a concept here. Stock account, furniture account, and then we have salary account. Extreme left would be marked as debit in all, children. So this is the similarity with respect to every ledger. And extreme right, we put credit. If people remember when we were studying this, what is called as T account, I wrote concept of T account ke aage within brackets, raw ledger. Be quick, further. So children, we heard the rule, we studied it. When asset used to increase, we used to debit it, and when asset used to decrease, hum credit karte the. Same was the case with the expenses also. Yes or no, children? Yes. अब सर आप प्लस माइनस नहीं लिख रहे हैं, अब कितना प्लस माइनस लिखवाएंगे, अब आप बड़े बच्चे हो चुके हैं. Then children, for income, capital, and liability. The rule was increase was credited and decrease was debited. Everybody remembers this rule? चलिए, let's start children. Simultaneous draw करेंगे हम लोग. That is ये नहीं कि पहले पूरा कैश बना ले साथ साथ. The first transaction has two elements. One is called as cash and second is, see to the transaction and let me know children, cash increases in the business or decreases in the business? What to do? Very good, very good, excellent answer. So on the debit side we'll be putting children 2 lakh. Similarly, again answer me out. As per the first transaction children, capital also increases or decreases? Increases. What to do? Debit or credit? Credit. How much? 2 lakh. Numbering करिए ना करिए कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. चले आगे. Next, as per the second transaction, bought furniture for cash children. Cash increases or decreases? Increases. What to do? Cash decreases, not increases. Furniture खरीद रहे हम लोग. Cash is decreasing. क्या करेंगे? Credit. What happens to furniture? What to do? Very good. So furniture debit how much? 10,000. And cash credit how much? 10,000. Same line, same line. Don't assume कि line झूठी हो गई है, nothing like that. Third transaction, bought goods for cash children. As per this transaction, what happens to stock? What will do? What happens to cash? What will do? Credit. Quickly put it. Quick. Chaliye. So children, stock debit 8,000 and cash credit how much? 8,000. Then children, we have the transaction titled as paid salary. Cash will increase or decrease? What will do? Credit. Salary is an expense children. Expense is increasing in this transaction or decreasing in this transaction? Increasing. So cash will be credited and salary would be debited. Perfect example of dual aspect. Be very quick children, put your hands up. Proceeding further. If you wake up and find that for what reason we have written 2 lakh rupees on the debit, will you be getting your answer? For what reasons we have written 10,000, 8,300 on the 3,000 on the credit, will we get the answer? हमें ये जवाब नहीं मिलेगा. क्यों 2 lakh rupees credit है? We don't know. Why 8,000 is debit? We don't know. Why 10,000 is debit? We don't know. Why 3,000 is debit? We don't know. So we'll be attaching some information with these amounts mentioned on the debit and credit children. And this information when attached will convert our T account into what is called as a ledger. What is called as children? Ledger. So T account का concept if people understand, उनको 75% ledger भी आ गया. सिर्फ आपको मेहंदी लगाने के बाद बीच में नाम लिखना है. That is ledger basically. खोपड़े में बात गई कि नहीं गई? समझ में आ गया? पक्का? चलिए. So children, in journal, each transaction is dealt separately. Therefore, it is not possible at a glance to see the net results of many transactions. आपने journal बनाया 300 pages का, और मैं आपसे पूछूं one fine evening, what is the amount of cash you have? You won't be able to tell me. You won't be able to tell me. That information will be reflected from ledger. 12 transactions we have recorded with respect to one customer. But end of the month, if I ask you how much money we are supposed to वसूलो from our customer, you won't be able to answer. अगर इन बातों के जवाब आपको चाहिए और मेरे को बताने आपने, तो आपको क्या प्रिपेयर करना पड़ेगा? Ledger. And this is the first and the foremost record that businessmen practically maintain in real life. इसके पहले आपने जितना भी पढ़ा था, businessman उसमें से कुछ भी maintain नहीं करता. neither accounting equation nor T account journal, कुछ नहीं maintain करता. They start their accounting directly with the ledger. समझ में आ गई बात? So children, it is not possible to know कि net effect transactions का क्या है. So ledger is a book which contains all the accounts, personal, real and nominal, which are first entered in what children? Journal. और क्या आगे अभी जो लिखा आप उसको मत पढ़िए. And then they are recorded where children? In ledger. So children, we call journal as a book of primary entry, and ledger is called children as the book of secondary entry, or we also call it children as a principal, not PLE, rather PAL, principal book of record. This is the real basis for your business transaction where you are going to record it. Aapka government, aapka taxation department, everybody children is concerned only with your ledger. They will not ask you कि आपने journal कहाँ बनाया, कैसे बनाया. They only ask you, please show your ledger to us. Logic समझ में आ गया? Please put this very quickly in your copies, children. Moving ahead. So what are the merits of ledger and all that? ये तो time pass activity है. ये सब तो लोग पढ़ ही लेंगे, कोई ऐसा बहुत भयंकर चीज नहीं है. इन पे हम टाइम बिल्कुल भी बर्बाद नहीं करेंगे. आपको बच्चों लेजर का एक फॉर्मेट नजर आ रहा होगा, एंड आई वांट कि आप इसको अपनी कॉपी में बनाइए. कैसे बनाएंगे? बिकॉज ये बहुत जरूरी है, नहीं तो मेजॉरिटी बच्चे इस फॉर्मेट को गलत बनाते हैं. Children, assume the screen visible to you is the page of your copy. Draw a horizontal line. Then children, center fold the page. Children, copy के page को center fold कर लीजिए very quickly. Extreme left corner will be called as debit, and extreme right corner will be called as credit. Then draw this line which is represented as a green line. This whole area children on the left, this area children is known as debit. ऐसे draw मत कर लीजिएगा please. And this area children on the right side is called as credit, looking exactly like a T account, isn't it? Chaliye. Moving ahead children. The margin line in your copy will be treated as the date column. The margin line would be treated as a date column children. And then you will draw approximately equivalent to the width of the scale ruler that you use, a line that I have drawn children, the green line, and this will be your amount column. Then children, you will draw another line, and the column will be equivalent to the width of your ballpoint pen, and we will call it as JF, and automatically this widest column is again of particulars. So like this, we happen to draw what is called as the debit side. Heard well? Heard yes. Well? Quickly do this. Let's continue with the credit side children. Again, the same width as we adapted on the left side will be adopting on the right side children, and we'll be preparing the column for amount, the column for date, and the folio column. You will find it कि ये एकदम equidistant है. Again, this column is date children. Last column is amount. This is JF, and the widest auto prepared column is of particulars. So how many columns do we have in our ledger, children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2s are 8. So ledger constitutes how many columns? 8 columns. Be quick, children. So I hope so everybody understood how to draw the format of ledger. Chaliye. Moving ahead, children. So this is the format of ledger. We have date, particulars, folio, amount. Again, date, particulars, folio, amount. Again, children, this ledger is not exactly the same ledger that businessmen use. Businessmen के ledger में एक ही particulars का column होता है. Student के ledger में दो होते हैं. आप बोलेंगे सर हमको वो वाला क्यों नहीं पढ़ाया जाता? Real life is different from real life. आप आगे चल के एक और चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे named as petty cash book. वहां पे मैं आपको वाला ledger पढ़ा दूंगा. ओके, चलिए. So सबने journalizing शब्द का मतलब सुना हुआ है. Everybody knows it. The process of recording transactions in journal is called as journalizing, and the process of recording transaction in ledger is not called as ledgerizing. Is not called as ledgerizing. Rather, children, it is called as posting. आपके सामने बच्चों स्क्रीन पे दो जर्नल एंट्रीज आपको नजर आ रही हैं. Those who have the notes, well and good. Those who don't have, I request people to please copy these entries. Very fast, children, very fast. Chalo bhai. So we'll connect again and understand how this posting procedure is followed. Let's reconnect, children.